In the earlier session, we were discussing about SOQL queries.
Yeah.
So mainly the purpose of writing a SOQL query is to fetch records from the Salesforce database tables. Yeah.
That's
So
true.
using these queries, you will get the data. So with some specific conditions. So by taking some conditions. So here, so how can you test the SOQL queries? So testing SOQL queries, whether they return, whether they work properly or not. So for that, so we have
Yeah.
So in developer console we have a query builder.
Oh yeah, query builder. Okay.
So using that query builder, we can check whether that SOQL query is working perfectly.
Yeah.
And also we have developer workbench. Developer workbench tool. So this is another web application. So you can use this stuff to test your SOQL queries, and also you can build the SOQL queries on that tool. So some setup of options will be there. So those you can use for the condition. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Putting condition and sorting the data, all those things. We have the this tool, developer workbench tool.
Okay.
Okay.
Workbench.
So developer workbench.force.com you can use, so that it will be open. So then after this is the current version of Salesforce. So for every update we have the different versions. So here the latest version, and then you can log in with Salesforce. So it will use Salesforce credentials directly, and it will so take you to that workbench.
Yeah.
So here, so writing query. So this is the option. So in the queries, so click on your SOQL query. So already it is selected here, and on which object you are writing query. So choose the so as per choose the object, then fields, and then conditions, so that query appears here. So which object related, account object related, and these are all fields. Okay, make your selection. So which field should appear in the okay, so like that, and then so take the condition. Okay, so one condition, second condition, you can take like that. So every time you can use this plus.
Okay.
Then after, so sort the results. You can sort the results here.
Okay. Sort by. Okay.
So A to Z. A to Z means it's ascending order. So you can see here ascending order. And ZPA means descending order.
Yeah.
So descending order. And then null first, null last. So null values, in the results, null values will be kept in the last. And if it is null first, null values will be kept in the first. And also maximum number of records. So 10 records, top 10 records it will return. 20, so top 10 records it will return like that.
Okay.
The number of records to be returned that we will. So then after click on query. So this is a preview. So the query results preview it is.
Okay.
Returns what this query returns is so every row is nothing but it's a record. That record related. So first record related account number it is. Account source blank. So annual revenue it is. And so ID record ID it is. So that you can use to access. So you want to see Salesforce. So you can click on this one. So that record details opens.
Okay.
So like that.
Yeah.
And also industry, so banking, so like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So records written, so by this query, so 50 records. Okay. So 52 records have the annual revenue. Okay, their annual revenue not on that is the thing. So these are the 52 records.
Okay.
If there is no condition here, then this will return
everything.
Okay. So 82 records in total in this account object.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
condition all the records. Okay. Return. And all records related. So different column information. It is selected column information. So here we made selection ID, industry, all the select.
Yeah.
So you can, so this query is tested successfully, and you can directly use this in your program.
Okay.
So for that reason, to test only, we have this workbench.
Okay.
So you can directly copy here and you can use in your programs.
Check it out. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so in developer console also we have developer console also we have query editor. So this query editor also has this option so that you can execute this. So whether the query was perfect or not, it will be, you can see here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 1392 records. So this also returns 1392. So it is 2 times we tested this one. So same results it is given. So like that you can. So how it works.
Yeah.
And then Have you installed Force.com IDE on your system?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay, let me make you presenter so that you can take me through that application.
Yeah. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Is that the Eclipse you're talking about, right?
Exactly. Eclipse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I believe it's asking me for the token thing.
Okay.
And I haven't put the token.
Okay. So go to project.
Force.com project, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, click on Force.com project.
Yeah, just did. Yep.
Yes.
You can put any name. Do you want me to put some name?
Enter any name here. Any name it can enter here.
Okay.
And then only characters, alphabets. And then username. So your Salesforce username as it is.
Yeah.
And password.
Yeah.
And then go to Salesforce. Go to Salesforce. Keep this as it is. Go to your Salesforce application.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, click on your name. Yes. And click on my settings. My settings. Expand personal. Left side.
Yeah.
Ignore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click on reset my security token.
Okay.
Click on that link. Reset security token. You will be receiving one email. So on that email address, so that contains the security token that you need to use there.
Okay. Just put the security token there, and what do we do after this?
Yeah, that's. Yeah, click on finish anything next like that.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, it says it's fetching packages.
You can skip this one, no problem.
Okay. Okay, this is it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So you can
Okay.
later on you can create the classes and you can work with this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Got it.
So this way you can work offline mode also, and then so once you are online, then you can sync all your work done on this tool. So that is the benefit of this. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. Sure.
So workbench tool you can also use for to check other information like object related field information and other things, and also to test the SOSL queries also you can use workbench tool. Okay.
Yeah.
So let us see SOSL queries.
Okay.
Salesforce object search language. Okay. Query.
Okay.
So this enables text searches across multiple objects, Salesforce objects.
Okay.
So you can search for something so in different objects. So you can select the objects, which object you want to search, and so as a return, in the return what you should get from that object. Okay. So columns also you can select. So that is the purpose of this SOSL queries. So which returns? So it returns a list of records. Okay, here as object means Salesforce objects. So Salesforce object related records, and these are can be multiple objects. So by default it returns a list of S object records here. Okay, list contains S objects. So like this. So in the output you will return, it will return so results from account object. Okay. So results from
account
contact object can be. So if the results are found in opportunity, multiple opportunity. Okay, this is a list. This entire thing is a list, and the list contains again a list of records from multiple objects. Okay, this thing is a list of S objects. So what contains again list here. Yeah, so this is one list. This is another list. This is one more list of records from account object, from contact object. So it is list of S objects. This is one list. This is another list. This is another list. So that's why it is called as list of S objects. Okay, so list of S objects. So that is the thing.
Yes.
So if you see SOQL query results, SOQL query returns, list of records, single record, and integer. Okay, the result can be list of records. Okay, or the result can be single record by that query, and that can be a integer value. So three outputs can be in SOQL query. So the query either can return
SOSL, right?
Yeah,
that's SOSL query, right? This is search.
Yeah, this is the SOSL query.
This is
SOSL query returns this thing.
List of objects. Okay,
Yeah. So the SOQL query returns. So either list of records or single record or integer value.
Okay.
So whereas the SOSL query returns list of S objects.
That's right.
List contains list of S objects. So this is one list. This is another list. So that is the thing. So the variable also you must take to handle this one should be list inside another list. You must take to handle this.
Okay.
So only this type of variable can hold the result by a SOSL query.
Okay.
SOSL query result. Okay. And here for this, so you will assign the query. So find something. So this is the query. So the query starts with the find keyword here. Find something high. So in all fields. Okay. Returning. So in return, what to return? So returning account related. If it is found in account object. So here we are mentioning which object to be searched. Account object to be searched here. And in return, if that I found in account object records, so which columns should return? So that also we are mentioning here. ID field, name field, annual revenue. So because it's strongly typed, so language, Apex language and query scripting languages are strongly typed here. So you must mention everything. So otherwise, doesn't return anything. Okay. So whatever the columns you mentioned, only those columns details it will return, not everything. So we don't have star option. No, all column selection here. Okay.
Okay.
So if account contains, so these column details it will return. And if contact object contains I in its records, it returns. So these things. If opportunity object contains, so we are mentioning every object. Okay. So if you mention only account object, it will return only account related records. If you mention contact, it will return both account as well as contact records, not one object records. So that is the thing. So here 3 objects involved in this. So in this search operation, so first one is account, second one is contact, and third one is opportunity. So like this, you will write a query. So find, this is the search term, where to search in all fields. So here, which fields to be searched? So not all fields, only text fields, only email type fields. So like that you can select. Okay. So only different types of fields can be searched. Searchable fields types are only 3. So other fields are non-searchable. Okay. So only text type field and phone number type field and email type field can be searched here.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So naming fields, not text type fields, naming fields. Name fields.
Naming.
So name can be text type.
Okay.
So first name, last name, full name, city name. So these type of fields. And email types. So email fields, email address. Okay. So contact mail, anything which contains email valid email address in it. And then phone number fields. So phone data type fields. So only these type fields can be searchable here.
Okay.
Instead of, you can take all fields. So in is one keyword here. All fields is a particular class, so which indicates all type of these fields. All types here means name fields, email fields, phone fields. Okay. So indicates name fields, all email fields in an object related record form, and all phone fields, phone number fields.
Okay.
A keyword here. So this is language specific. So this also SOSL specific keyword, and the returning of its related keyword.
Okay.
Whereas all fields is a clause. Okay. So instead of all fields, we can use name fields, email fields, phone fields. So these are the different classes. So instead of all fields, we can use any of these. Only in those fields, so related to these objects, account, contact, opportunity, it will search. Okay. So that is the thing. And it will return the so the query results. That is it.
You can't find date time fields, I believe, right? In SOSL?
No.
No. Okay.
Only these types. Name type fields, email type fields, phone fields. So we have some so as this is every language has limitations. So here SOSL has these limitations. So only these fields can be searchable about here. Okay. That is it. Yeah. So here, so this returns a list of records,
Yes.
records, and so the syntax would be so every query starts with find keyword, find. So the search. Okay, and then which class, the class name. Okay, class type.
Yeah.
So here we have the different classes here, all fields. Okay, all name fields.
Yeah. Phone fields.
Then, so find search term in all fields, returning. Will make the selection objects here. So as object one, so the columns selection as object.
Okay.
So like that, so on. So that is the thing. So this is the syntax thing. Find what. Yeah. So where to find. In return, what to get. Okay.
Got it.
The column. So then after. So let's see how this works.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So in query editor, we are using. So find.
Search item. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. So hi from account.
In all fields, right? Like you search.
Yeah. In all fields.
Yeah.
Returning.
Now we can select account.
Name. Contact. We are not sure whether that particular hi found in contact object or not. We are just mentioning. If in future it finds, then it will return records. Otherwise, it doesn't return records.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is no compulsion we mentioned. So that must return the value. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it is having some tool specific thing here. So we cannot simply identify such term with a single quote. So in query editor, are working with while you are testing with query editor, you cannot keep single quotes to identify the string, the search term. Okay. So otherwise, you can use this large parenthesis. So this parenthesis to identify the search term. So that is the error. So from account object, so these many number of records it written with the content I, and so from contact object, so only one record, single record it written high, and related to opportunity object it written 3 records. So list of records. This total list contains 24 records. So out of those 24 records, one list belongs to account object, another list belongs to contact object, another list belongs to opportunity object. So here,
that's right.
So while handling, you must use variable like this. You must define variable like this, list of S object, which is common for account, contact, opportunity, everything. Here S object is common that type here. Okay.
Yeah.
Later you can split. So you can split that output. Only account records, only contact records, only opportunity records you will separate, and then you can use so to update them to do any changes. That is it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Here. So I'm defining list of S object variable here. So all records. Here also we'll use this square braces to assign the query results. But here single quotes to be used instead of that large braces. Then okay, no error here. So that means all the 24 records now so assigned to this all records variable. So this variable contains all type of records in it. Account records there, and contact records there, and opportunity records there. So but the index position is, because this is a list, this variable is of list type. So account record is inserted in this list at first. Account records will be inserted first. So their index position will be 0th index position. So this variable 0 index position occupied by account records from account object. And this object, the contact object related records in the query result occupied in the next position, that is 1. Okay, so 0 position, 0th index position occupied by account records, and then so first position allocated for contact records. Okay, records related to contact object. Then the next position in that variable, all records variable occupied by opportunity name. So here public void display. So for example, all records, zero means what? So what it gives, so it is the meaning of all the list of account records. So zero is position. So all the records from account object, all the records with a high found in account object, so occupied in, so zero is the position. Zero is the index position of this variable. So that you can handle. So by taking so first you need to convert into account list.
Okay.
So all these variables must be converted into account. So then after you can assign to list of account variable. Accounts only, account records only. At first, so all records contains all 24 records.
Exactly.
All records, so assigned to all records variable. So then you need to change this part. So you need to convert this part to account type, because account variables, account records inserted in the first position. So then after second position occupied by contact records. So first position records we must convert into account type. So this is the type conversion. So taking in which type you are converting. So those records positioned in index position 0 will be converted to that type. So then now ACCS contains all account records, all 20 account records that are found. So when you search with this search term, then after, so again, all records. So we are splitting the result here. So in the position 1, index position 1, so this is the list variable, all records is a list variable. So in that list variable, we have so different list of records. So we are splitting and assigning to the type of variables here. So for that we are in the second index position values records. We know that they are list of contact records. So that's why we are using type conversion into contact list.
Okay.
So then contact records. Then after, so all records. So second index position, we don't have third index position. Okay.
Yep.
So list of opportunity. So in that we are converting. Then so we are assigning that result to list of opportunity type variable. Like that. Then after, so if you print system that debug, all records found when search for I. Okay, escape character to be used here. Escape characters. Okay. So because in executable statement you cannot use single quotes again inside single quotes.
Exactly.
So if you required to use single quotes again, then you must escape that property, single quotes property. Okay. So using that the slash option, forward slash.
Okay. Yeah.
That is escape character here. So while printing to the output, these escape characters will not display. So they are just to change the property of single quotes that you used again inside another single quotes, out of single quotes here. Okay. So all records will be printed here. So all the system.debug. Okay. So if you want to print all records separately, then so all combinedly it will print the first system.debug operation. If you want to print all records so in the proper manner, then you must take for loop.
Okay.
So as object type, variable you have to take. So all records. Then after
all records. Invalid loop variable types. So no errors.
system.debug. So this statement prints so account related records separately, combinedly, and so contact related records separately, and so opportunity related. Only account records will be combined, so that will be printed as separately. So next it will print so contact record. Next opportunity records separately. And first statement, so system.debug all records found. So it will print. So joining all the records. Okay. So accounts, contacts, everything will be joined to this. So let's see here. Okay, so this is first thing, the output of first statement it is. So it combines all the records. So list inside two braces here, list inside another list.
Okay, yeah.
All the account records at first it prints all the account records. So their name and is then after. So here contact records started. Okay, contact related list started here.
Okay.
And then after opportunity related list started. So one record, second record, third record. So that is it. And after second statement, using for loop, what happened? So first one value printed. One value means first index position values. So here first index position occupied by account records. So all the account records printed. Then loop iterated with second index position values. Second index position values are contact records. Okay, that means so this is first index position means a variable 0. Okay, variable of 0. Second index position means variable of 1. Third index position means variable of 2. So same we mentioned here. Same we mentioned here. So variable of 0, first index position, variable of 1, second index position, variable of 2. Okay, so that you can see whether the first index position occupied by account records or not, or any other records that you can check. So with this. Okay, understood how this is displaying just like this. Then after so you can system.debug all account related records contains high. Okay, so we know the SOQL for loop again. So we need to use this SOQL for loop. So here account A, ACCS, system.debug A. Okay. So individually, each record editor can be used. So anywhere to do any modifications. So each record can be used like this manner. So all contact related records, all opportunity related records. Okay. So contracts. So you can also get the number of records found. So like this. SCCS dot size. So same you can use here also. Dot size. Let's see here. Okay. So you can see here. So the separate lines output starts from here. So all 20 account related records contain high. So are as follows. So these are all 20 records. All one contact records. So contains high. So only one record. All three opportunity related records. So contains high. So that is the thing. So we separated this output into different account list, contact list, and opportunity list variables, and that list output. So we displayed separately. So if you don't separate and don't use the for loop here, so then the output will be like this. So this is the output without using for loop, and this is the output using for loop. So one after one, all the results will be returned like this. So that is the thing. Okay, that's either. Sagar, I cannot hear you. Hello.
Can you hear me, Srinivas, now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, probably something issue the connection.
So that is the thing. So here we split the output into different variables. At different variable output, again we so displayed using the for SOQL for loops option. Okay. So that's this output. So split into different records here. So that is so that you can update everything here. So in you want to do any changes here, so the same changes you can mention here. So one after one, as it taking one after one all the records. So whatever the changes you want to, you will mention here. Then those changes can applicable to all the records. So wherever you search the things, those searched items can be updated. So that is the purpose here. First you will fetch the record into program, and then you can do changes. So we'll see the DML operations tomorrow. So that time we'll see how the updates so programmatically can be done, and how can you programmatically delete records in bulk number. So all those things we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
So how we can test this SOSL queries using Workbench tool. Okay. Also we'll see. Okay, Sagar. So this is about today's session. We'll see it tomorrow. Probably I will be not available tomorrow, so I'll be traveling this time. So you can have the session next day. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Can you send me some practice documents if you can, Srinivas, so I can do some training?
Sure. I will share.
Okay,
otherwise, you can go to one website. So there you can find a number of portals.
Yeah, tell me which one is it?
Yeah, success.salesforce.com. So this is the Salesforce community cloud application. So there, developers, administrators, and customers of Salesforce, everyone will be collaborating. So there you can see. You can search a number of documents. So with SOSL, SOQL, so keywords you can use. The number of questions you can get there and answers. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So that, for any practice, you can approach the clubs.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cool. No worries. Thanks, Srinivas.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.